Most people get budgeting wrong in one simple way. They try to manage money in their head, or they download an app and quit within a week. And that is exactly why they stay broke, stressed, and confused about where their money disappears every month. Here's the truth no one tells you. The best budgeting app is not the one with the most features. It is the one you will actually use every single day without feeling overwhelmed. In this video, you will discover the 7 best budgeting apps of 2026 that actually help you save money, control spending, and build wealth, step by step. Whether you are a beginner like Alex who just started earning, or someone like John who makes decent money but never knows where it goes, this will simplify everything for you. And stay with me, because in a minute, I'll show you how to pick the exact app that fits your lifestyle, so you don't waste time switching between tools again and again. Let's start right away. The first app you need to know about is the one that most beginners love, because it feels effortless. It is called YNAB, short for You Need a Budget. Now here's the problem with most budgeting apps. They track your money, but they don't teach you how to manage it. YNAB is different. It forces you to give every single dollar a job before you spend it. Imagine Alex gets paid $3,000 a month. Instead of wondering where the money goes, YNAB makes him assign each dollar to rent, food, savings, and fun. So there is zero confusion later. But here's where it gets interesting. YNAB is not just tracking. It is behavior training. Over time, you naturally start spending less because you become aware of every decision. People who use YNAB often report saving hundreds of dollars within the first month. But it does come with a learning curve, and that is why some beginners quit early. So, if you want discipline and long-term control, YNAB is one of the strongest tools out there. Now let's move to the second app, and this one is very different. It is called Mint. Mint is for people who want automation. You connect your bank accounts, and it tracks everything automatically. No manual entry, no stress. Jake, for example, uses Mint. He works a busy job and does not want to spend time categorizing expenses. Mint shows him where his money went, how much he spent on food, subscriptions, and shopping. But here's the catch. Mint is amazing for awareness, but not strong for behavior change. It tells you what happened, but it does not guide you on what to do next. That is why many users love it for a few weeks, then stop improving their habits. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you combine awareness from Mint with discipline from another app, you get powerful results. But we'll get to that strategy later. The third app is Goodbudget. This one uses a method called envelope budgeting. Think of it like physical envelopes for money, but digital. John uses Goodbudget with his wife. They split their income into envelopes like groceries, rent, travel, and savings. Once an envelope is empty, they stop spending in that category. This is powerful for couples or families because it prevents overspending in shared categories. But here's the problem. You need to manually update transactions. That means it requires consistency. If you forget to log expenses, things get messy. So Goodbudget works best for people who want structure and are okay with a little manual effort. Now let's talk about something more modern. The fourth app is PocketGuard. PocketGuard is designed for people who always ask the same question. How much can I actually spend right now? This app solves that instantly. It calculates your income, bills, and savings goals, then shows you what is safe to spend. For example, if Sarah has $1,200 left after bills and savings, PocketGuard clearly shows her that number. No guessing, no confusion. But here's the interesting part. This app is perfect for people who struggle with overspending. It creates boundaries automatically. However, it is less flexible for advanced budgeting strategies. Now let's move to the fifth app, and this one is growing very fast in 2026. It is called Monarch Money. Monarch is like a premium version of budgeting tools. It is clean, modern, and built for people who want full financial clarity in one place. You can track spending, investments, net worth, and even set financial goals. Alex switched to Monarch after trying multiple apps, and what he liked most was the dashboard. Everything was visual and easy to understand. But here's where it gets interesting. Monarch also allows collaboration, which means couples or families can manage money together in real time. The downside is that it is a paid app. But for serious users, it is worth it. Now the sixth app is for people who want simplicity above everything. It is called Spendi. Spendi is perfect if you hate complicated dashboards. It gives you clean visuals and simple categories. Jake uses Spendi just to track daily spending. Nothing fancy. He opens it once a day, checks where he stands, and that is it. But here's the problem. It is not designed for deep financial planning. So if you want investing or long-term strategy, you will need something else. Still, for beginners who want to build awareness quickly, Spendi is extremely beginner-friendly. Now let's move to the seventh app, and this one is very interesting because it focuses on automation and saving behavior. It is called Rocket Money. Rocket Money is known for helping people save money by identifying subscriptions and unnecessary expenses. For example, Sarah discovered she was paying for 5 subscriptions she never used. Rocket Money canceled them and saved her over $200 a year. That is the real power here. It does not just track money. It actively helps you reduce waste. But here's the catch. It works best when you allow it to manage subscriptions and negotiate bills on your behalf. So now you have all 7 apps. But the real question is not which app is best. The real question is which app is best for you. Let's simplify that. If you want discipline and strong habits, Yenabi is your best choice. If you want automation and awareness, Mint is perfect. If you are managing money with a partner or family, Good Budget works well. If you want to know exactly how much you can spend, Pocket Guard is ideal. If you want a premium all-in-one financial dashboard, go with Monarch Money. If you want simple daily tracking, Spendi is enough. And if your goal is to save money automatically without thinking too much, Rocket Money is a strong option. Now here's something most people miss. The best financial results do not come from the app itself. They come from consistency. Even the best budgeting app will fail if you stop using it after a week. But even a simple app can change your life if you stick to it for months. Think of it like fitness. The gym does not build your body. Your habit does. Budgeting apps are the same. So, here is a simple approach you can start today. Pick one app, Buddio. Not 2. Not 3. Just 1. Use it every single day for 30 days. Track your spending honestly. Do not try to be perfect. Just be consistent. By the end of the month, you will already see patterns. You will know where your money leaks. And you will naturally start fixing them. And in a minute, if you want, I can help you choose the exact app based on your income style, whether you are a student, freelancer, or full-time worker. Let's quickly summarize everything. Budgeting apps in 2026 are more powerful than ever. Some focus on discipline. Some focus on automation. Some focus on simplicity. And some focus on saving money for you in the background. But the real win is not the app. It is awareness. Once you understand your money flow, you gain control. And that is what actually makes you financially stable. If this helped you understand budgeting apps better, then make sure to like this video so more people can learn it too. Comment below which app you are going to try. And subscribe for more simple guides that make money management easy and stress-free.